Hello friends and welcome back to my channel TechnoAce. So friends, in today's video we will be going to discuss the best 15 open world games for your smartphone. So friends, let's talk about open world games. Open world games are interesting. Players have the whole world at their fingertips, friends, and as you know, they can explore, do the story or do side quests and generally walk around the game without doing anything as they please. And for an example of open world game is, as you know, Grand Theft Auto series. GTA 3 was a revolutionized in the genre of the open world games and one of the most popular games also. Another example for open world games is Minecraft. As you all know, Minecraft is very famous and it has two versions, trial and the paid one. My brother is playing the paid Minecraft version in my phone, and as you know, it's also an open world game. And you can find other genres in open world games such as mechanics in shooters, RPGs, adventures, and all sort of other genres. That means that you have a lot to choose from. And in today's video we will be going to share the best open world games for Android. So before we start our video, if you haven't liked this video, please hit the like button and also share this with your friends and subscribe my channel TechnoAce and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any notifications of our future videos when one goes live. So let's start the video. And the first one in our list is the Ark Survival Evolved, and it's free to play and it's also a subscription pack about $4.99 per month. I'll talk about that later in this part of the video. So talking about the Ark Survival Evolved, it's an open world adventure game with the survival and other gameplay elements. In this game, players try to survive a landscape or a world with dinosaur life. Yes, in which world you are entering in this Ark Survival, you will end up in a dinosaur line. Yes, and there will be lots of dinosaurs and you are a one who wants to survive the dinosaurs, and also you can build bases and tame various dinosaurs for your own use. Like you can train the Tyrannosaurus, just kidding, and let's craft things and build stuffs, like build anything you want. And additionally there is a social element also. That means you can play with your friends or against your friends and even join tribes. That means a squad in this game is called tribes for more cooperative play. The game is free and it's having an optional subscription, and the subscription rate is $4.99 per month and $39.99 a year. And talking about subscription, you don't need to subscribe to buy the subscription, because the only benefit of it is gaining a double experience point and connection to birthday service. Honestly, you don't really need to enjoy the game. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, guys, is a paid app for about $10 and it's having in-app purchases. And talking about the game, we are having Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. It's a port of a popular open world RPG from the early 2000s. It features a long and complex storyline with a massive world you can explore at your leisure. It's faithful recreation of the original and play like the original, since the touchscreen controls. We do recommend to play this on a larger screen because the UI is sort of cluttered. Otherwise, it's an outstanding RPG experience. There are in-app purchases, and it's a bit of rare thing to say that you can only purchase voice packs for characters. So no need for in-app purchase if you are a guy who purchases frequently. And this game also includes all the DLCs from the original, and the game has since seen an update since 2018. But we recognize that the team is working on a rather large patch of the game at this time, and yes, the game is very great to play and it's outstanding. And talking about the next game, we are having a game called Crashlands. Crashlands is one of the truly great open world games on the mobile. It's an adventure game with RPG elements, and players end up stranded on a planet and must retrieve the packages they promised to deliver. There are 500 items to craft, a large world to explore, and players can even build bases and tame creatures. To top it off, the game includes cloud sync and cross-platform support. This is one you can sink your teeth into and play for a very long time. But it's paid game for a $7 of money, and it's also free if you use the Google Play Games. The next game in our list is Don't Strive, and it's not a game. It's two games. We club it for an easy and don't make the video large, and it's having a price of $5 for each game. And the Don't Strive Pocket Edition and Don't Strive Shipwrecked. These are the two games, and these are excellent open world survival games. You are dropped into an alien world where you must make the end meets on your own, and it features a classical survival theme with a modern twist. There are things to collect, craft, and build where you can explore the world. This game also includes multiple biomes, and seasons. The only real downside are the control, because the touchscreen controls are a little bad in my opinion. But if you're using with a controller, it's a lot better using controller. Next game is a game from a very popular company, Gameloft. Yes, as you have all guessed, the Gangster Vegas World of Crimes. Gangster Vegas is one of the oldest open world games on Android, and it's a riff to the popular Grand Theft Auto franchise. The player is dropped in a city and can traverse the city at will and while completing storyline missions and side quests. There are also a plethora of mini games such as casino, racing challenges, collectibles, and other stuff to keep the player busy. It pales in comparison to the sheer size and the depth of the console or PC game like the GTA 5, but it's a serviceable replacement and a good open world game with shooter elements. And friends, the next one in our list is the Genshin Impact. It's a free-to-play game on Play Store, and it's one of the newer mobile games on the open world series. It's very reminiscent to the Zelda Breath of the Wild. As you all know, Zelda is a very popular PPSSPP game, and I have played. If you have played this game, the Zelda, then hit the like button. And you get now let's come back to Genshin. You get a huge open world to explore, and you can crawl over every inch of it. The game even gives you a glider to make traveling easier and to a larger distance. In terms of gameplay, it's an action RPG with some light gacha elements. Extra characters unlocked through quests rather than pulling them with in-game money like that. Like other RPG games, we quite appreciate the attention to details in this one, and it should remain popular and good for a quite long time. So friends, now we have reached the middle, and this game that I am going to say, it is the king of the open world games, and it's the, as you have suggested, it's GTA series, and it's priced for $5 to $7 each game. Of course, we are putting GTA in this list because it's the king of open world games, and GTA 3 was a modernizer in the open world genre, and yes, it's on mobile along with GTA San Andreas, Vice City, Liberty City Zones, and Chinatown Wars. Most of the people know how the GTA works. You get full access to a massive city. There are side quests, storyline missions, and various mini games to entertain you while you progress through the game. You can also steal cars, antagonize the police, and even buy property in new titles. The game ranges from $5 to $7 with no in-app purchases. And also the Rockstar Games has also a game called Bully, in which it's also an best open world game in which you control a student instead of gangster or mobster. Any of the 6 games will make you excellent in the open world experience. The next game in our list is Mad Out 2 Big City Online. It's a free-to-play game, and it's another adventure game with elements similar to GTA. You can steal cars, fight people, shoot stuff, and cruise around the open world. However, this one also borrows some elements from racing game and lets you customize your car, race people, and do other stuff. This game also features over 40 cars, various missions, and there can be up to 100 players in a map at once. It's a neat experience overall, but not quite as polished as the GTA or Gangster Vegas. The next one in our list is a famous game which I think all of you know, Minecraft. Yes, it's price of a $6.99 with an in-app purchase, but if you don't want to pay the price, you can also download the demo version of this game. But the pro version is very great when compared to the demo. Minecraft is also the most popular open world games on any platform, which means you can play it on PC, Mac, PS4, smartphone, iOS, etc. The survival mode is a pure open world experience. You can mine resources, craft things, build stuff, kill bad guys, go fishing, and even traverse to alternate worlds. There is a creative mode that is an open world, but is more of a sandbox experience than an open world one. You can also play solo or with friends and build some truly ridiculous stuff like castles with some patience. The game is a $7 with some in-app purchases for a character skin if you want. They are entirely optional. And there's also another game from Minecraft which is called Minecraft Earth if you want to play this game in real world. The next one in our list is Oceanhorn. It's a free game, and also if you want to buy a upgraded version you can also pay $5.50. Oceanhorn is an adventure game similar to the Legend of Zelda series in the terms of mechanics. The player gets a series of islands to explore, and each one is a little open world on its own. There are various puzzles, mini games, and things to collect along with the story. It's technically not an open world game by the truest definition of the word, since there are multiple areas. However, you can explore them as you choose, so you get the same effect. It's not nearly as good as the Legend of Zelda game, but the spirit is there, and the soundtrack is by the famous Nobuo Uematsu, composer of the most of the earlier Final Fantasy games. The next one in our list is the old school RuneScape. It's a free to play game, and it's also having subscription of $10, $11 per month and $100 a year. RuneScape is one of the most popular MMORPGs of all time. It's also been around for almost 20 years. It's an open world MMORPG with both solo and cooperative play. There are tons of missions and quests to play through, items to collect, gear to equip, and more. The game also has one of the deepest player-driven economies of any game. The free version includes most of the game, but if you want additional skills, a larger world, more quests, and a 400 extra bank slots, if you go with the subscriptions, you can go with the subscription services. It's also one of the few MMORPGs with the subscription and not microtransactions. So guys, if you like this game, then you can download it in the description. All the links of the games that I say in this video is provided in the description below. The next one is a very famous open world game, and as you see, it's Pokemon Go. Yes, it's a free to play game, and Pokemon Go might be the most open world game ever. Players explore the actual real world and use the augmented reality AR features in the smartphone in the game to actually play. There are gyms, Pokestops all over the actual world, and you can travel there in real life to either battle or collect items. The game evolved quite a bit from its early days, and you can battle trainers, take out gyms, collect items, walk around to hatch eggs, and complete missions within the game. The game has an occasional bug, and the time players are getting a little burnt out. But the game is fun and family friendly. But there are some incidents in India where some have been death by playing the Pokemon Go. So please be careful of that issue. Otherwise, it's a very fun and family friendly game. The next game in our list is Portal Knights. The Portal Knights is a game that costs $5 in Play Store, and it's an open world RPG with some sandbox elements game. It has all the stuff of a usual RPG game like level progression, a storyline, boss fights, and plenty of things to collect. However, the game also includes a creative mode where you can build your own island and world is randomly choose as a lot in Minecraft. You can also play multiplayers and other people as well. It's a seriously underrated game, and it's surprisingly cheap for how big it is. You can also play it free with the Google Play Pass. The next game is the Sky Children of Light. It's a free to play game, and it's something little bit different in this genre. It's an open world game, but it doesn't feel like GTA or Minecraft experience. Instead, players drift around the world to explore all of its oddities. It's a bit like Portal Knights where there are 7 different areas to explore, but you are free to explore them at your leisure. So purists may not identify that it's a true open world game, but in any cases it's really enjoyable, and we quite like that the art style and atmosphere of this one. It's also a more relaxed one than the most others in this genre. Terraria. It's a game which costs $5 in Play Store, and it's one of the most Minecraft's biggest competitors. It takes place in a 2D world instead of 3D world, but you still have a ton of freedom to explore and as you chose. The game includes building, crafting, mining, boss fight, and all sorts of other activities. You also get customizable controls and varying world sizes in case you want something massive or smaller. The game was completely redone not too long ago and is now basically on par with the PC version of this game. It's definitely one of the greatest games in this genre. So friends, we have reached the end of our video. These were the best 15 open world games in Android, and as you all seen that these are very great. And if you have watched this far, then don't forget to hit the like button and also share this video with your friends. And also, if you have missed any great open world games for Android, tell us about them in the comment section, and feel free to comment about what sort of game you like the most in our list. And thank you for watching. This is Ahmed Salahuddin signing off.